And we are live. What the fuck is up? Okay, so today we're talking about more on this Dream 100 thing of how to get people into your networks. What a lot of people do is they're like, oh, trying to get person one to one, one to one, one to one, just trying to find people and get them into their network. And it's a slow, painful, almost bitter fucking death in your business because it takes so long. So how do we get more people? How do we get the momentum? How do we get people into our stuff as quick as possible? We do it by infiltrating our Dream 100. So this concept is we're congregating, right? So if I can find out where they are, I can advertise to those places and those kind of things. But this new concept is not about infiltrating that way. It's about actually your Dream 100 is the people who have your people. So, how do I get on their shows? How do I get interviews on their podcasts? How do I get them on my stuff? How do I get them to pay attention to me and like my stuff enough to then promote it to other people or promote it to their people so that their people join my funnel, my list, and ultimately grow my business? So, this whole thing is that it's the fastest way to grow this thing, especially if you're just starting out. But it's all along. There's always going to be somebody who's bigger than you. So ultimately, people are like, oh, well, I want to be on Joe Rogan's podcast. And it's like, great. That might take you a decade to do. He's pretty big, he's pretty prolific. So there are different levels of Dream 100. So on the Dream 100, there might be your like top 10 A players, and there might be your B players and your C players. And you might just like start building the relationships and working out the whole thing. Here's the whole thing. Holy fuck. Here's the whole thing. We actually have to care and we actually have to want to build relationships with people in order for them to want to do business with us. That's with our actual clients we're going to have. They got to know we care. With the people who have our people, they got to know we actually care. Need to actually want to build a fucking relationship with people. I know, right? It's like mind blowing. Holy crap, people need to know we actually care. And how do we do that? Well, one, a good way is to really care about what you're doing and what your movement is, and actually caring about solving that problem for people and actually like genuinely wanting to make a difference in people's lives. And the number one way to do that is leading by example. If I'm doing what I am trying to tell people to do, it's so much easier to just lead by example and have people look at that and watch that. And then the message goes further, it connects deeper. Have you ever tried to tell somebody something? I know I have, where I'm like, oh, you should do this. And then they don't do it. And you're like, what the fuck? If that person just did that thing, they would have had success at it. And it's like, yeah, they would have. But why aren't they listening? Because I'm not living it. I'm not doing it. And they know it energetically, consciously, subconsciously, whatever, they know. And it just doesn't land. So it's like, well, how does it land? It lands when there's congruency with me, when I'm in integrity with the message I'm putting out, because I'm actually living what I'm talking about. So this whole thing, I mean, this is all that I'm going to be doing is finding who has my people and getting on their stuff and having them on my stuff and sending them to my funnel. Like that's it. Game over. It's that simple. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. It's so tough to go out and just do ads and try to get cold traffic. It's like people have your people and they're hot, warm traffic. And we don't have to try to generate traffic. We need to find out who already has my people and connect with those people so that they're willing and wanting to share my stuff with their communities that they built so that those people can come over to my world and I can help them with the problem they have. Rocket science. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think and try it out. Just try it out and let's see what happens. Until next time, peace.